Welcome to the 23rd devlog for Lazr. This week features improved smoke. Here's a fire emitter creating fire and smoke particles. I've changed the smoke sprite to be a solid dark gray color that slowly rises up into the air. Now let me show you the smoke interacting with level objects. Smoke will collide and move around objects. The player can interact with the smoke as well, jumping into it and pushing it out of the way. Now let me show you a more complex example of smoke interacting with level objects. Here we have fire on the ground, and billowing smoke spreading across multiple floors, simulating an interior fire. This is a useful design tool, as I can now create levels that are in the process of burning down, or can be burned down. There's lots of potential here. Now I'd like to show you an example of smoke interacting with destructible environment objects, like explosive crates. These crates can be blown up, creating debris, which creates fire and smoke. I'm pretty happy with where smoke is at now, although I'd like to improve the sprite and make it larger, with more animation to it. I didn't have time to do that this week, however, because nature had other plans. The majority of this week was spent dealing with Hurricane Laura, which was forecasted to hit land exactly where I live. This was a massive hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico that grew in strength from a tropical storm to a Category 4 hurricane in a day. Shortly before making landfall, Hurricane Laura was measured with wind speeds in excess of 150 miles per hour. The news started describing the hurricane as catastrophic and unsurvivable. They forecasted a storm surge of water 20 feet tall, enough to wash away entire communities. They compared Laura to history's other massive hurricanes: Camilla, Katrina, Ike, Rita, and Galveston. So we evacuated like we were told to do, traveling to Austin and staying with friends. We watched the news and waited for the hurricane to make landfall. We expected that our home would be destroyed that night. So I ate. I ate a lot. I eat when I'm stressed out, and Austin has great food. We woke up to news that the hurricane hit at 1 a.m. near the Texas-Louisiana state line. Local news and live cameras showed us that the city we lived in wasn't hit very hard. There was lots of damage to the Louisiana side, but not much damage to the Texas side. We got very lucky as the hurricane turned north just a few miles before hitting land. However, many in Louisiana were affected by Hurricane Laura, and I urge you to join me in donating to help them by visiting redcross.org. Anything you can spare helps. Thanks for watching. You can play the free demo of Lazr at lazr.online, available on Steam, itch, GameJolt, and Indie Expo. See you next week.